Yesterday, Kotaku released an article titled Hideo Kojima says he's not interested in AI. Maybe AI could create art, but while I live, I don't think I'll see it. Written by Ethan Gach. But what did Kojima actually say? Well, Kotaku also chose to share this article on social media with the truncated title saying Hideo Kojima says he's no longer interested in AI. The title of the article itself caused quote posts to go absolutely wild, praising the Metal Gear and Death Stranding creator for backing down from his previously pro-generative AI stance. The problem? He didn't actually say that, at least not in that context. What he actually said was, quote, "Art is life. But in 50 years, 100 years, I don't know. Maybe AI could create art, but while I live, I don't think I'll see it. I'm not interested in it. We'll find a good way, a good path to how we use technology. And it's really up to young people on how we use it." The article Kotaku took this quote from, an interview between Washington Post writer Gene Park, Hideo Kojima, and Nicholas Winding Refn at the Hotel Chelsea in New York for Prada Mode's 14th iteration, of which was coinciding with the Tribeca Film Festival going on, showcasing the duo's project Satellite 2, a project that proudly uses generative AI and was created by Refn and Kojima. The quote about art is life is preceded by a summarization of Kojima's words by Park saying that Kojima believes, quote, "AI works best as a janitor for creative chores, and that humans need to stay in the room where art gets made." Prada's event specifically says about Satellite 2 that it explores, quote, "love, language, and creativity through the artist's enduring dialogue and friendship." Except that, again, it specifically uses Gen AI in it, meaning it's not art. In that original Washington Post interview, Refn, longtime friend and collaborator to Kojima, mentions that he thinks AI is, quote, "fascinating." Also noting that the gasoline that keeps your creativity going is uncertainty, because it makes you always have to innovate, recreate yourself, recreate the future. So neither Kojima nor Refn denounce the use of Gen AI. Refn appears to enjoy it, while Kojima's standpoint is that AI will be used, that he'll find a path for how to use it, etc. This all comes after Kojima had previously shared his views on generative AI back in 2025, described in an article on GameRant by Pam K. Ferdinand, saying, quote, "This might be out there, but I think I want to make a game played in weightlessness, and a game that delights in AI." Going on to say that the current AI isn't very smart, but within 5 or 10 years, it would be more ready, and that he wants to create a game that can train AI. Last year, he also stated, in an interview with Wired Japan, that he sees, quote, "a future where he stays one step ahead, creating together with AI." Kojima's newfound standpoint on generative AI is actually only new to us, as apparently as far back as 2018, he was interested in the then growing technology, as revealed in an email sent by Gabe Newell, of Valve and Steam fame, to Elon Musk on behalf of Kojima. The email reads, quote, "Hideo Kojima was here at Valve talking about his new game, Death Stranding, and he mentioned the importance he places on future work in AI. I said I'd be happy to introduce him to the people at OpenAI and spoke enthusiastically about the work that the team has done with us." So after all that, it's easy to understand that Kojima's apparent lack of interest in generative AI is more of a clickbaited title and less of an actual truth. This isn't to say that he hasn't changed his public verbiage towards generative AI, as we can see in the Washington Post interview versus the way he spoke to Nikkei X Trend as described in the GameRant article. He went from 5 to 10 years in his interview with them to 50 to 100 years when talking to WAPO. So it's less that he believes that it's not possible, usable, or useful, more that he possibly sees it as being further off, despite having used it in the here and now to create a short film for multi-billion-dollar company Prada's Traveling Social Club. All this is to say that you should make sure to actually read articles, fact-check the sources they cite, and cross-reference this information with other outlets, writers, and documents to really be able to know what's going on. The headline is just that, to get you to make you think you know what was actually being said in the article, so you share something without knowing the full weight, context, or even content of what you're sharing. Remember to be aware and be careful, darlings.